Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to use something called the bar method in order to get some marks in a level 2 functional skills maths exam. We're looking at an Edexcel past paper here. So the question says work out 5/8 of 320. So the way you do this is you first ask yourself how many parts are in the whole, and in this case it's eighths. So you're asking how many eighths are in a whole? And the answer to that is 8. There are 8 eighths in a whole. So I'm going to draw a bar and split it into 8 parts, 8 equal parts. And then you ask yourself, do I know the whole? And here, yes, we do, because we're working the fraction out of 320, it tells us. So the whole is 320. So I just make a note of that. And then finally, I ask myself, can I find one part? And in this case, hopefully you can see from the bar diagram that in order to find one part, what we're going to do is we're going to do 320 divided by 8. And to do that, we don't have a calculator in this section A of the exam, so we're going to use the bus stop here. 320 divided by 8. We ask ourselves, how many 8s are there in 3? That's 0. But we carry the 3 over, and then we move one step to the right. How many 8s are in 32? We have to recall our times tables here, and it's 4 exactly. 4 8s or 32, and then we move another step to the right. How many 8s are there in 0? And the answer to that is 0, and that's it, we're done. It's 40. Each part is 40, so I'm just going to fill that in the bar diagram. Each part, 8 40s will make the whole 320, and then the question's asking us for 5/8. So it's asking us for 5 parts. So we need to work out what 5 of these are, 5 40s. So 5 times 40, the way to work that out is to first think, well, what's 5 times 4? And if you know that, it's 20. And then we put a 0 on the end here because it's not 5 times 4, it's 5 times 40. So we need to put a 0 for the tens, and it's 200 is our answer, and that's the answer to this question. Now, if we look at part B of this question here, Kanya makes and sells jewelry items. In 1 week, she sells earrings, bracelets, and necklaces in the ratio 13 to 24 to 15. What fraction of the total items sold were bracelets? Give your fraction in its simplest form. We could use the bar diagram. However, there's far too many parts here in order to draw it all out. So 13, 24, and 15. But I think it still is helpful here in order to describe the rest of this question. So let me draw a bar and split it into 3 here, representing the earrings, the B for bracelets, and N for necklaces. And what we're going to do now is we're going to just make a note that it's the ratio 13 parts to 24 parts to 15 parts. And then we can ask ourselves how many parts are in the whole here. And hopefully you can see the whole is going to be, we're going to add these up, 13 plus 24 plus 15. That adds up to, using the column method here, that adds up to 52. So there's 52 parts in the whole. And you see the question asks us, what fraction of the total items sold, what fraction of the whole, you see? So it's going to be a fraction out of 52. And the answer to that is, it's asking us bracelets. What fraction was bracelets? So it's 24 over 52. So we can put that there. However, the question is actually asking us to put it in its simplest form. So to do that, we're going to have to find a common factor for the numerator and the denominator. So looking at that, we could just use 2, and How many 2's are there in 24? Right, it's 12. How many 2's in 52? 26. And both of those numbers are even, so we're going to have to go again here. So how many 2's are there in 12? It's 6. And then we have how many 2's are there in 20? What was it 26? It's 13. So it's going to be 6 over 13. And that is the answer to our question. So perhaps this bar method is something that you might find useful in order to tackle questions like this. Anything with fraction or ratio in it, the bar method is useful, I find. And you see, you can see here, it just got us 4 marks. Thanks for watching the video. Please do consider checking my website out if you want any help with tuition in order to pass level 2 functional skills maths. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.